your price tag. For you were bought at a price. Therefore glorify God in your body and in your spirit, which are God's. 1 Corinthians 6, verse 20. People tend to have a skewed understanding of what their possessions are actually worth. Over the years, individuals have made very generous donations to some of the ministries I've been a part of, including things such as homes and cars. Often, however, they have been disappointed when the item sells for less than they believed it to be worth. Such was the case with a vehicle that a lady donated. Its expected value kept dropping as a potential buyer after potential buyer discovered things that needed to be repaired. So the appraisal wasn't very accurate. At one point, we realized it would never pass an emissions test, and the only way we were going to be able to sell it was to drive it to a jurisdiction that did not require the test. When we finally sold it, we realized only about a third of the price she had expected. She was visibly disappointed when I told her. "But it's worth much more," she protested. "In theory, yes, but you'd have to find another her." Unfortunately, no matter how attached we might be to a particular item, it is never worth more than what someone is willing to pay for it. I can insist that my humble aging hatchback is worth $20,000. But if nobody will pay more than $15,000, that is all it is worth. Now ask yourself what price God was willing to pay to secure your salvation, and it will give you some idea of the estimate God has placed on you. Paul reminds us that we've been bought at a price, and that price was Calvary. You've been deemed so valuable to the kingdom of God that he did not spare his only begotten Son in order to save you. Many people have such a low estimate of their own value that they harm themselves as a result, abusing the one and only body they've been gifted, never realizing what they are truly worth. God has paid an infinite price for you, Paul reminds us. Therefore, glorify God in your body and spirit. As it turns out, you are not an old, rusty hatchback sitting neglected in an abandoned garage. You're more like a sports car, so valuable to God that he gave everything he had to obtain you. That ought to change how you handle yourself.